Hi, Andrew. Her visit was met by protesters. They were standing outside of the gate. They were holding signs. They were shouting the word shame, but that did not distract her. She praised local law enforcement, calling them heroes for seizing drugs and cracking down on the border.
We got everybody? Okay, good.
Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem visiting the Otay Mesa port of entry Thursday afternoon, touring a vault holding more than 180,000 pounds of seized narcotics, including meth, cocaine, and fentanyl.
In other words, that vault holds more than 1.7 billion lethal doses of narcotics, of fentanyl and cocaine. All of these narcotics were interdicted by U.S. Customs and Border Protection in the San Diego area. That's 1.7 billion lives that are saved because of the work that they do. The vast majority of these drug seizures happen at the port of entry, and the majority of drug seizures along the southern border happen at this port of entry.
Secretary Noem saying President Trump calls drug cartels the ISIS of the Western Hemisphere, as she praised local law enforcement for their efforts in cracking down and for, quote, helping win the fight against drugs, all while criticizing California Governor Gavin Newsom for not doing enough.
Governor Newsom and California's sanctuary policies have released over 4,500 criminal illegal aliens back onto the streets to create more victims that will harm more Americans. We need him to work with us and these local law enforcement and community leaders and elected officials here in California to protect Americans.
The secretary went on to discuss the uptick in assaults and threats towards federal officers across the nation and also right here in San Diego.
On January 23rd, an illegal alien here at the San Diego Sector Border Patrol attacked a law enforcement officer, hit him in the head with a rock, left him lacerated, bruised, and bleeding. He was hospitalized, but his assailant did escape. That attack was the 7th recorded assault on a Border Patrol agent in San Diego since October.
With a partial government shutdown looming that would hit the Department of Homeland Security, Noem answered questions about how not funding the department would impact the country, saying the department funds top agencies, including the Secret Service, FEMA, the Coast Guard, and the TSA.
When you think about it, every other portion of the federal government has been funded except Homeland Security. That's telling the rest of the world the Democrat Party doesn't think that protecting America is safe. It's the wrong message to send. The security at all of our airports is in jeopardy. They won't be paid. After Friday, they won't be paid and won't receive their paychecks.
Yeah, and her visit comes after weeks of intense scrutiny, many calling for her resignation. President Donald Trump stressing that she will not step down from her position. Meantime, she described the border as the most secure border in American history. Reporting live tonight from Otay Mesa, I'm Juliette Vara, Fox 5 News.